Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 524 subscribers as of the recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it. And remember that if you do enjoy the content or find it useful or don't really and still want to subscribe, it would be much appreciated to help me reach that 1K goal. So real quick, I'm just going to pop it up on screen, probably the screenshot I took, but I did get an email yesterday saying I am eligible to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. So thank you all very much for that. Of course, that is amazing. And I know it sounds corny because you all have heard it 1,000 times from other YouTubers, but this would not be possible without your guys' support. Really, it is literally you guys subscribing to the channel that makes this possible. And of course, the views, the watch time, all of those things, and of course, the recent comments has been absolutely amazing to help with my engagement. So thank you very much for that. So with that said, a low percentage of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you are watching this video and you aren't subscribed, please help me out to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, I don't know, tell your cat, your dog, your uncle, your mom, your dad, your pet frog to subscribe to the channel. It helps you out a ton, of course, and I really do much appreciate it. But yeah, so what is this? Well, Citrine. I don't know if you guys know what Citrine is, but I'm assuming if you search for a video for a build for her, you know what she is. She is basically the status monster that is unkillable. It's really, really silly how strong she is, and she's a relatively early frame as well. I cannot recommend this frame enough. If you have Citrine, you pretty much don't need any other Warframe ever in this game. She can do Steel Path, no problem, normal content, no problem. It's kind of silly how good she is. But yeah, so I'm going to leave you guys with a tad bit of gameplay. The build will be in the middle-ish of the video. You guys could just skip forward, of course, if you don't want to see the gameplay. But yeah, so just a side note, I just want to say that I'm using weapons that I'm actually leveling up in the gameplay. I'm not using insane weapons. This is pretty much just all Citrine and Procs doing some work. I've been trying to get the code of Procs to work properly, but I think I have a good build for it now, so that should be up soon as well. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'll see you all again in the build segment, and then we will actually see you again after that. Yeah, enjoy.
If they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
Okay, so the build for Citrine, she is relatively straightforward actually. Let's check her out. So this is the build I'm running on her. Just to quickly note to you guys, health conversion is something you can get from Cephalon Samaris. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the guy that you need to do the codex scans for, or synthesis scans rather, and you can buy this from him. It's not a drop or anything like that. It's quite expensive to buy from other players of Platinum, but this you can get from him. This does really help with the survivability of Citrine, but it's not really that necessary as she is already extremely tanky just through her skills alone. Prime Flow just so that we can spam some more abilities. Of course, you don't need Prime Flow, you can use normal flow if you want to. This is just if you have it, of course. Continuity, because why not? We can put in Prime Continuity, but I don't want to format this more, then it becomes a really high investment build, which I do not think is applicable to many people. So I'm not going to format her more to get more continuity out of it, or duration, but definitely remember that you definitely can get quite a bit more duration out of her abilities by just putting on primed continuity. So that is what I would recommend when you do have enough format for it. Then Equilibrium, of course. Her whole skill set, well, not her whole skill set, but one of her skills, this one, Fractured Blast, if you guys don't know how it works. When you do cast this ability and it does hit enemies, you actually, when you do kill them, have a percentage chance to drop a health orb or energy orb. Well, with the current build, we are at a 99% health orb drop chance, so of course with Equilibrium, that equals infinite energy. That's why we do not run Primed Energize on this. Primed Energize, well, Arcane Energize on this. Sorry, it's been a long day. Arcane Energize or anything like that, as we do not need ability efficiency because we have infinite energy. Then Blind Rage, just for more ability strength. Don't really need to explain that one. Adaptation to help with the survivability of Citrine. She's already tanky enough, like I said. So adaptation will just put her over that and make her even more tanky. Archon Vitality. Now this is one I want to tell you guys about real quick. You can use normal Vitality in the slot. But, I mean, if you guys do have Archon Vitality or have the means to get it, why not just get it? Her Prism, this skill right here, Prismatic Gem. This is basically one of the things that makes Citrine great. When you cast this ability and you damage enemies in the range of the gem, it will actually apply Fire, Cold, Shock, and Toxin to enemies in radius. That is amazing, of course. Now with Archon Vitality, if you do apply fire damage with the gem, it will be applied twice, giving you quite a nice extra amount of damage. And then Stretch, you can, if you really want to, of course, format that all the way up and then put on Archon Stretch, just to have it if you guys really want to. But remember, this build actually does not need the energy regen, it already has infinite energy. So for the Arcanes, I'm using Mold Augmented, straight up just more damage is great. And then Arcane Blazing, mine isn't maxed out unfortunately, but this definitely does help. And it will give you a nice chunk of bonus max health. And the reason why that is important is because, well, Citrine has a relatively good passive. Her passive is, it grants you health regeneration. And then at the old end of the day, once the mission has gone on for a little while and you've been casting your one a lot, picking a lot of health orbs up, etc, etc, it goes up to 25 health regeneration per second, which is great, of course. That just means that you can keep your health pool full for much longer, and with her second ability, it gives you a massive amount of damage reduction as well. You get a 90% damage reduction with the skill, which is great. So Citrine is an amazing tank. So yeah, that's it for the build. So yeah, that's the build for Citrine, guys. It's not like she's very complex to build. It's just basically you want as much damage, duration as possible with a little bit of range still. Efficiency doesn't matter on her because of how she is. So she just has infinite energy, of course. So just a quick tip if you guys are still watching and just, you know, then just watch the build. If you guys want to get the most out of Citrine, of course her fourth ability is very strong. It allows you to crit really hard. But if you guys aren't interested in that, that is the ability I would actually recommend that you guys subsume. put on whatever. You could put on raw because you have a high amount of strength and durability. Would be actually amazing to have on her. You can put on eclipse as well to help you survive even more if you want to, or do even more damage. The possibilities really are endless with Citrine. She's a really open-ended frame and she has a lot of space to work with. If you guys don't like the build, of course, adapt it to what you guys want to use. This is just my recommendation, and I must say, even my buddy uses this build. It works extremely well. We've been doing a lot of steel path content, going for 3-4 hours, you know, that type of thing, and Citrine just performs really well all the time. It's actually kind of insane how strong she can be with just her base kit without even having mods on, because of the amount of health regen she has, the 90% damage reduction, of course, and so many more things. So yeah, but that will be it for this video, guys. I'm going to leave you guys with a tad bit more gameplay. I am going to cut the gameplay a little bit short. I normally do a 10-minute survival, but I'm going to cut it a little bit short because you guys get the point. Well, at this point, you get the point. And yeah, I will all wish you happy Monday. Thank you again for all the support. Really, it has been absolutely phenomenal. I still need to fill out my application for the YouTube partner program, but still, thank you very much for that. And I will see you all again in the next video. Once again, have a great day, and peace out.